Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can share your screen. See, by analyzing the linear equations, we have, understood this concept so that we can try to solve every question which comes in terms of these linear equations. So that we'll not be having any problem in solving any type of question. So I have understood how, we have gone our like the slope intercept form. Slope intercept form in this form is in this form: y equals mx plus b. This is, the line which is having the slope as m, or the rise over run, and which is having the y-intercept as b. For example, y equals 9x plus 7. What is the slope of this line?
The 9.
Yes, it'll be 9, or you can say 9 over 1. Rise over run is 9 over 1. And what will be the y-intercept of this line?
7.
7. So it'll be very steep, it'll be very steep because the slope is very high, 9. So it'll be very steep, going very steeper. And what about if you're having a negative slope? Then simply the line is going down from left to right, like this. Okay? When you're having a positive slope, the line is going up from left to right. You're on this mountain, you're going up. And when you're having a negative slope, you're going down in this mountain from left to right. So the slope is negative, you're going down. Slope is positive, you're going up from left to right. Okay? There's one more way of representing a line. This is the slope-intercept form. We can have one more way of representing a line that is called standard form of representing a line. For example, 2x plus 3y equals 10. This is also a line. When you'll be graphing it, you'll be getting the points, you'll be getting the y-intercept, you'll be getting the, slope, everything you'll be getting here. But this representation is not the point slope, or I can say slope or intercept representation. It is standard representation. Okay, and you can even calculate the slopes and the y-intercept here also. You can plug in the value of x is 0 to calculate the slope. Oh, sorry, to calculate the y-intercept. So 2 times 0 plus 3 times y equals 10. So how much will be y?
Uh, 7.
It is 3 times y equals 10, right? Because 2 times 0 is 0. So you'll be dividing by 3 to both sides, not subtracting. Clear?
Yeah.
So y equals 10 over 3 is the y-intercept. Now, what about the slope? How can you calculate the slope of this line? So when x is 0, y is 10 over 3. This is one point which you have calculated. Can you get any other point by plugging in any other x? Anything. You can plug in x as anything. Let's plug in x as 1. How much will be y at that time when x is 1?
Wait.
Yeah.
It would be 8 over 3.
Right. 10 minus 2 does 8, and 8 divided by 3. So y equals 8 over 3. So you got the 2 points. You need just the 2 points. When you got the x1, y1, you got x2, y2. x1, y1, you can say 0, 10 over 3. x2, y2, you can say 1, 8 over 3. These 2 points are enough to calculate the slope. So slope is y2 minus y1, 8 over 3 minus 10 over 3, divided by x2 minus x1, that's 1 minus 0. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So 8 over 3 minus 10 over 3 is negative 2 over 3 over 1. And over 1 is not written, so it's negative 2 over 3. So the slope is negative 2 over 3, and that's negative. So the line will be going up or down from left to right?
It'll go like down from left to right.
Exactly, it'll be like this. You're rising -2. That means you're going down 2 units and running 3 units. Going down and then running 3 units. So -2/3 is the slope. Y-intercept is 8/3. So you can write this equation in slope-intercept form also. So what will be its slope-intercept form?
Y, wait,
Y
what did you ask?
equals slope-intercept form of this line
Oh, -2, Y equals -2/3, X, uh,
plus
plus 1.
1 is X. 1 is not, we had to write Y-intercept. Y-intercept is which one? Do you remember when X is 0, how much was the value of Y?
Yeah, but
How
I,
much? Isn't this point here? 0, 10/3.
oh, 10/3, I mean.
Exactly. So this is the slope-intercept form.
There's just so much going on. It's hard to like keep up with.
Yes, it's so much. It's just Halloween. You're having different costumes. In the same way, you're having different costumes for the line also. You're having a standard costume. You're having the slow-intercept costume. Right? So you can even because if we'll understand only one concept, that's enough for us in order to. But you have to remember, you have to revise it continuously, so that it'll be not eradicated, or you can say it'll not be you'll not forget it. So you are having now the slope-intercept form. You're having the point, like the standard form. Um, okay, I'll be converting the standard form directly into slope-intercept form. See what I'll be doing? Subtracting 2x to both sides. I'll get 3y equals -2x plus 10. Is that okay till now? Dividing by 3 throughout. Y equals, I'll be giving this 3 to both of these numbers. It'll be -2/3x.
10/3.
Exactly. Wasn't this the slope-intercept form here?
Yeah.
So you can directly convert the standard form into slope-intercept form, and you can convert the slope-intercept form into standard form by simply, doing addition, multiplication, division, whatever you feel feasible, and putting in x's and y's on one side and the constant on the other side. You're getting the you're getting the standard form. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about only one case for the we're having 3 cases actually for the 2 lines. When the 2 lines are parallel, when the 2 lines are crossing each other, and when the 2 lines are on each other. When the 2 lines are parallel, doesn't that mean their rise over run is same?
Yeah.
So when the 2 lines are parallel, their slope is same, but they will be definitely crossing at different points on the y-intercept. So their y-intercept will be different. Confusion?
Nope.
Second case is when you're having 2 lines intersecting at some point. For example, this point. Then definitely they will be intersecting it's only possible when you're having different slopes. Then only they can meet at some point. And the third case is when you're having, 2 lines overlapping each other. And it's basically one line written 2 times. So it's like, same slope and same y-intercept. Both things same for the last line, for the last case, when you're having overlapping case. Okay, till now?
Yeah.
Now this will be our last question here. So when you're having the same slope, do you think they'll be crossing each other at some point? Same slope, they are parallel. Will they be crossing each other? Will they be touching each other at some point? Never. They'll never touch each other. So that means their solution is no solution. Simple.
Okay.
So when the two lines are parallel, they will not be having any solution. When the two lines are crossing each other, they are having one solution where they are crossing, this point. And when the two lines are on each other, overlapping, doesn't that mean they're having infinitely many solutions because they are touching each other at every point? Infinitely many solutions. Is that okay till now?
Yeah.
Now let us read the question. Okay.
In the xy plane, lines L and K are parallel, and the equation of line L is fx plus 8y equals 32. If the line K contains the point -5, 12, what is the value of y-intercept on the line K?
Okay. Having two lines and they are parallel, one line is 5x plus 8y equals 32. When the two lines are parallel, will they be having the same slope?
When the two lines are parallel, yeah.
So if they're having the same slope, can you calculate the slope of this first line, 5x plus 8y equals 32?
Yeah.
How can you?
Take 5x, move it to 32,
Very
and then
good, yes.
divide 8 on both sides.
Okay, right.
So then you get, hold on. So you get 32 over 8 minus 5x over 8, I think.
Yes, correct. You have, so now I have written, 5x, negative 5x over 8 before 32 over 8. And 32 over 8 is 4, I think. 4 times 8 is 32, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So 8 times 1, 8 times 4 is 32. So is this the answer which you got? Is this
Yeah.
the... So what is the slope now then?
Negative 5x over 8 plus 4.
Yeah, but when you'll be comparing it with y equals mx plus b, how much will be m?
Uh, Negative 5 over 8.
That is the slope. Rise over run is negative 5 over 8. And what is the y-intercept?
4.
And that means, it's crossing the y-axis at 4. Since slope is negative, so I have created them wrong. It's not going up, it'll be going down, both the lines. So I can just make it a little better. So I can go like this. So one line is having the slope as negative 5 over 8, and the y-intercept is 4. Doesn't that mean the line K is also having the slope as negative 5 over 8 because they're parallel?
Yeah.
And it's containing a point, see? Negative 5, 12. They're telling you what is the y-intercept of the line K. We are given the slope of the line K, we are given the point of the line K, and we want to know what is the y-intercept. So what is the general form of the slope-intercept form of an equation of a line?
Y equals mx plus b.
Great. How much is m?
Of -5/8.
right? And don't you have one point given, -5 and 12? So why not
Yeah.
to plug in x as -5 and y as 12 to get the b? So I'll be writing y as 12 equals m is -5/8 for this line times x is -5 plus b. Can you solve it?
Wait, would I plug in 4 for B or just leave it as B?
B is not 4 for this line. B is 4 for the line L. We are talking about line K. The question is, read the question. Four is the y-intercept of line L, but we are interested in line K, so we'll be focusing on line K. We don't know the y-intercept of line K. We have to calculate that. That is the question. Is that making sense, or we need some explanation here?
I just need an explanation on how I would solve for this.
Okay, okay. So first step is for the line K, since these two lines are parallel. So the first step is, first information which we extracted from the question was this line is also having the slope as -5/8, correct?
Yeah.
And one more thing which is given for the line K is it is containing a point -5 and 12. Doesn't that mean any point here? Like one of the points in the line on the line K is -5, 12. So I'm having slope, I'm having 1 point. But with these two things, I want to know what is the y-intercept, where the line is crossing the y-axis. I'm having slope, I'm having y-intercept. Doesn't that mean it's better to use slope-intercept form? Y equals mx plus b. See, I'm having slope and I want y-intercept, right? So I'm having slope and I need y-intercept because the question is telling me what is the y-intercept of the line K. So, but I'm having 1 point, -5 and 12, which is on the line. So can't I plug in the value of x as -5, the value of y as 12, and the value of m as
-5/8.
exactly -5/8 is m. When you plugged in all three values, you'll be getting the b. Because you know why I'm plugging in -5 and 12? Because this point is lying on the line. So whenever you're having any point lying on the line, it'll be satisfying the equation of the line. It'll be, making the equation of the line like the left side will be equal to the right side of the equation. Any point. And if any point when you plugged in that, when you check out the x value, when you plug in the x value and you're not getting the y value same as given in the question, then you say that that point is not lying on the line. So when you're having any point lying on the line that's given there, that this point is lying on the line, that means, this point is satisfying. This point will be able to plug in this point in the equation, either in point slope, either in slope intercept form or standard form. So how much I'll plug in y as?
12.
Okay, 12 equals, how much will be m?
-5/8.
How much is x?
-5.
And b we have to calculate, right? Now can you solve it? 12 equals -5 times -5. How much will it be? Because this, -5 for 1.
Would it be 25?
25 over 8 plus b, correct? And what will be doing to both sides to get the value of b?
What do we divide?
You're having a number 25 over 8, so you'll be subtracting it to both sides. 12 minus 25 over 8 equals
Oh,
b. Am I correct?
yeah.
Now you can use the calculator. 12 minus 25 over 8. But you should be putting the 25 over 8 in the parentheses so that you'll not be having, any PEMDAS problem.
I got 71 over 8, or I can't tell if that's an 8 or a 0. I think that's 71 over 8.
Okay, I'll be doing it also on my calculator. So 12 minus 25 over 8, I'll be doing it here.
I got the decimal 8.875, and then I put it into fraction form.
Good. So you can put in the both answers, you can put in, I'll be showing it how. 12 minus 25 over 8 is 8.875. Or when you convert that in the calculator, convert that into fraction, you'll be getting 71 over 8. So what you can do here is you can write simply 77 1 over 8. Yes.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Um,
Or it'll not be showing it right now, right?
Hold on. I think I clicked this. Oh wait, no, never mind.
No problem. This is correct. We are
Oh wait, no.
confident.
There you go. Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. So either you can write 75 over 8 or you can write, whatever that number was, decimal, up to 2
Eight
decimal places.
8.875.
Yes, but it will be, up to 2 decimal places only.
Okay. So I'll just do 8.888. I mean,
How much was that? No, 8.87. Just 2 decimal places, forgetting about the third one.
okay.
This is what SAT takes the right answer, but I don't know what about this. I don't know about what is here. So, what is the time?
9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So is our time over? Okay, let's do one more, and then we can stop.
Okay.
Can you read the question?
Based on the equation above, which of the following must be true?
Yeah. So what will be your perspective? Like, how will you do it?
Uh, Wait, hold on. Um, I'm gonna find out what X is, and then based on the multiple choice, I'll plug it in to see if it's correct.
Yes, we can do that. So what will be doing for calculating X?
Um, I'll solve for X. So -24 minus 8, I get -16, and then -16 divided by 4 equals -4. And then I think the answer is C, because 20 times -4 is -80.
Oh, okay. So you just submit because this is a very simple question.
Am I correct?
see, you're having 4x equals negative 16. So you're saying that when you multiply it with 5, it'll be 20x, and you'll be multiplying it with 5, it'll be 80. Yeah, you're correct. Yes. Right.
Or
Good. So very simple question. Can you see one more question? Okay, you're having now two equations. And that is the second case. The first case was parallel. The second case was solution. Third case was overlapping. Remember? So parallel, you don't have any solution, no solution. So if the question would have been, the two lines which are parallel, then the solution to the system of equations will be no solution. But since they are not parallel, they're having different slopes. So that's why you will be having one solution. Maybe, that is having, the value of x is x and the value of y is y. And you want to know what is that x and what is that y. I'll be showing you the shortest way of doing it. These are written in the standard form. Am I correct? Now, these standard form equations can be directly plugged in the calculator. X plus 4y equals 7 and 3x plus 8y equals 21. I want to show it on the calculator. I'll be sharing my screen. You just tell me the equations simply. Can you stop? Okay, I'll be sharing it here.
hold on, I'll stop it. There you go.
Okay, so I'll be opening the calculator. See, on the calculator, you're having an option of apps. You see the button apps?
Yeah.
So you'll be going there, and you're having there PLYSMLT. You can be having it option 6, option 9, it depends on the calculator.
Okay.
Are you having that?
Yeah.
So which
I'll
number
leave
you
you find it.
no, you're interested here in simultaneous equation solver. You're having that
Okay.
option.
Yeah.
So click on that, and then what is it showing?
Do I hit graph?
No, yeah, you have to hit the next. The next button is the graph,
Okay.
Now you
Yeah.
have to put in the numbers simply. What is the coefficient of x on that equation?
What? Wait, what did you say?
Coefficient of x, the number which is multiplied with x. Can you tell me the equations?
So for the first equation, it is x plus 4y equals 7.
So I'll be writing it x plus 4y equals 7. Okay, and the second one was?
3x plus 8y equals 21.
So what is the number multiplied with y in the first equation?
4.
Yeah, it's very clear. But what about the number which is multiplied with x in the first equation?
1.
Yes, because when you don't have anything, that's 1. So I'll be writing in 1 here. So I'll be writing 1 and then enter.
Okay.
Okay. What is the second number with y in the first equation?
4.
4. I'll be writing 4 and then enter. And what is the third number on the right side of the equation?
7.
Okay, I'll be writing 7 and then enter. What about the second equation? What are the
3.
numbers? 3 and then
8.
yes, and then
21.
21. Exactly. Now solve. Solve is on the top right. You can hit on graph. So you got the x value is 7 and y value is 0. The second value is y value.
Okay.
So you got the x value as 7 and y value as 0. You know what that means? That means these two lines, when you graph them, they are crossing at their point of intersection is 7, 0.
Yeah, the answer is correct.
Obviously, it'll be. So the answer is 7, 0. So the questions can be in any form. They can tell you what is the x and y value. They can tell you what is the x value. They can tell you what's the y value, So we have calculated both the values. And there, what is the question? Only y value?
Yeah.
So y value is 0. So that's it. Or else you can graph these two equations on the calculator, and you'll be getting that point where these two lines are intersecting.
Okay.
Did you got it?
Yeah.
But one thing which I'll be requesting you to revise whatever we have done today, because that will be very helpful for all the questions which will be coming in the heart of algebra.
Okay.
Next time you schedule Saturday.
No. I'm hanging out tomorrow.
Okay, so Saturday. Saturday, 11 o'clock, right?
Saturday, 11 o'clock, right?
Saturday 11, exactly right, yes.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
we'll be meeting on Saturday, and you'll be revising the things. And if possible, try to do the questions for the heart of algebra. Just check it out. Just have an exposure to the questions. The more you're getting exposed, the more you'll be, feeling better when you'll be having other questions coming in that portion. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Sam.
Any questions for today?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.